This is Educated Artistry. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Educated Artistry. Today, I am super excited because I'm going to be sharing one of the interviews from the Lash Conference that we did live. My guest this week is Ali Lilly. She is the owner of Lash Anarchist and also has the Lash Anarchist podcast. In this episode, honestly, Ali and I haven't sat down and caught up in so long. So it was a really fun episode because she has moved from Arizona to Florida. She actually is back behind the chair taking lash clients as an employee. And we're talking about the merge of her brand with Lash Bomb, her mom's brand. And then, of course, we get into some reality TV talk because Love is Blind finale had just came out. We talk about the Golden Bachelor. So it's a really fun episode where we talk to Ali about kind of her journey these past, couple years in her business and what she's been up to, things that she's changed, what she has coming. And then we get to have some fun, hang out and talk about reality TV. And that's always fun. If you guys know me, I love my reality shows. And if you know Ali, I'm sure you know exactly the same thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will say, since we were recording live, there may be a little bit of background noise. We're going to do our best in the editing process to make sure that that is limited as much as possible. But just to be real, guys, there may be a little bit of background noise. But no matter what, the episode is amazing and you guys are going to gather so much good information from it and hopefully have a good time. All right, guys, welcome to the Educated Artistry podcast. We are live at the Lash Conference and I'm joined by Ali Lilly, the owner of Lash Anarchist. And we have not caught up in so long. So I am so excited to have you on, talk about what your last year has been like. A lot has changed for you in your business and what's to come as well. So welcome back.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Oh my gosh. So you moved.
Yes.
You were in Arizona and you're now in Florida. So what happened there?
So honestly, I think I had COVID PTSD. Wherever people got locked down, they either decided they loved where they lived or they were like, F this.
Right.
And I was like, F this, because over the summer, you really can't go outside. And when they closed down swimming pools, you were just locked in your house. So
damn.
yeah, it really is. It's the opposite of having a snow day. It was too hot to go outside for months.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just want to kind of live a life where I can spend more time outside. And honestly, moving to Florida was probably the best thing for that because I'm outside every single day.
I know I always see you posting about your walks on the beach and your little birds that you see along the way too.
Yes.
And all the sea life. It's so cool.
I'm obsessed with birds. I'm like an old lady now.
Really?
Yes. They're so fucking funny. But yeah, I just wanted to be more outside, but my husband's grandma lives there. So we always vacation there. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we lived in the place that we always vacation and then we could take vacations in actual fun places?
Yeah.
So we've been doing that.
And you guys had your first hurricane experience, right?
Oh my Lord.
How was that? I saw you guys putting everything up out off the floor.
Yeah. So we've had 2 hurricanes
Okay.
since we've lived there. Last year we got evacuated. We had to put everything up. We didn't get any water. This year, same thing. You have to put everything up on stilts basically. So we have cinder blocks and we put everything up.
Damn.
But this year we got flooded and it was 1.5 foot of water in our house, just the ocean in our house.
That is so crazy.
Yeah. And putting everything up actually saved all of our belongings,
Good.
which is amazing. So our house is being basically remodeled, renovated right now. And we're living at my mom's house. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Cause it's the floors, everything's ruined pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fuck. I know.
I couldn't imagine. So did you went into your house and you're did you just tread through the water in there? What to go see?
So we got evacuated and it went in there, but our neighbors sent us a photo of what it looked like. Because if you have a high-rise house, which a lot of them, if you build new on those islands that we live on now, you have to build it up 1 story.
Oh, okay.
So that your garage can flood, but you can stay in your home.
Dang,
Yeah.
that is insane. That's just like a whole new experience, I feel like, to go through and prep for.
Yeah, it sucks. So we're going to make our house look cuter during this little construction phase, and we
Perfect.
are going to sell in the spring, and we're going to
Okay.
move across the bridge.
Okay, cool. That's exciting.
It is.
So you are also back to taking clients and you're working for somebody now. So
Yes.
I want to talk about that because I actually have seen a couple other, brand owners do this. They've kind of gone back to taking clients and it's really interesting and I love it though too. So what prompted that decision for you?
Well, honestly, it's because I didn't know anybody and I wanted to make friends.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I was like, what better way than to get a job? So I've been working 2 days a week. Like it's nothing too serious.
Mhm.
But I had hosts down there for my Layer Slayer class. And
Okay.
I met up with them and we like went to dinner and we just clicked. Like I feel like I've known these girls my whole life. I'm like, y'all are my soul friends.
Aw.
And so I was just kind of like lonely and I reached out and I was like, could I work for you guys like 2 days a week? And they were like, fuck yeah. So that was my main thing. But also in the back of my mind, I feel like as a product line owner, but also as an educator, I was becoming really disconnected from my work
Mm,
and lashing. And I felt like kind of disconnected from my students. I've taken classes before where I've gotten information from educators where I'm like, that's so fucking outdated. You have no
right.
idea what it's like to be a lash artist
Yeah.
in this world, in this economy.
This economy?
And I
Yeah.
felt myself being that
Mm,
educator. And I was like, I don't like that.
yeah.
So
So what has been something being back behind the chair that you were like, "Oh shit, this is different," compared to
okay,
before? Because how long had it been since you had, like, taken clients?
3 years
Okay, yeah, that's a good chunk of time. So what
for
was, like, the
sure.
big things where you're like, "This has changed?"
So also moving across the United
For sure.
States, things are just different.
Mhm.
Floridians are different.
Really?
Like how? Well, first of all, I love Floridians.
Yeah.
So I like nobody takes anything too
Okay.
seriously, but i- I'd say not working for myself and not being able to control my appointment times,
Mm,
pricing, whatever, they're super like accommodating and I could do whatever I want.
yeah.
But in order for me to get booked, I have to stay on the same pricing level as the people around me and also get the fills done in the same amount of time because I did at first set my pricing at what it was in Arizona. So $150 fills for an hour and a half, whereas they're doing like $105 fills for an hour.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's the same price time wise.
Time-wise, but yeah, you're just like, "Fuck, I need to do an hour."
Yes. So I
Yeah.
wasn't getting like nobody's booking with me. They're like, fuck that. I'm
Yeah.
not paying 150 for her. I don't know her.
Yeah.
And so I've had to adjust my prices and now I do my fills in an hour and I
Dang.
charge 105.
Dang. Do you what it like gosh, I still do an hour and a half for fills. I just like to have the extra time and everything, but what'd you do to cut down all that
I do too.
time?
Honestly, I shut the fuck up. Like I
Yeah.
just stopped talking as much.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's
I do that.
funny. And also, they don't want or need a perfect fill.
Mm.
And so, because I was like, what if I don't, what if I can't do
So
it
they don't really care if
in
it's
an
like
hour?
100% covered. They're just like
No.
do what the whatever the fuck you can in an hour. Like make
And
them look good.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the style is so different. I do
Mm.
mega volume on one lady, and she reminds me of Scottsdale. Like
Really?
she's very Arizona Scottsdale girl. And then on everybody else, I do very like kind of light uh wet sets.
Yeah. That's how it is in Washington too. It's
Yeah.
very like natural everyday wear. I have a few clients that want the like big mega volume and it's I don't even say that they're big mega volumes even. Like
Mhm.
I don't think anybody goes over like a 14 millimeter on with any of my clients. So but it's
Yeah.
very natural, like everyday wear and that's the kind of lashes I like to do. So it works out. But
Yeah. Well, once I started doing those appointments, I was like, "Oh, this is doable in an hour." Okay.
yeah, that's
You know.
cool. Have you had any like crazy client experiences since being back behind the chair?
Honestly, this is not like the craziest thing you've ever heard, but I did have one difficult client who came in and of course like she called ahead of time and let us know she has like a backache and a neck ache and a head problem and all this stuff. So
Yeah.
I just knew. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, I got that feeling."
Yep.
You know
Yep.
how your intuition knows when you're going to have like a weird
Fuck
client.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, cool. Can't wait to deal with this. She was super sweet though. She showed me what she wanted, super easy, like natural volume set. And that's what she booked. It's
The
literally called
natural
that.
volume. Yeah.
And then when she got up, I was like, it looks just like the picture. Like, you love it, right? And I loved it. My bosses were like, that was the most beautiful set. I'll show you after this.
Yeah, please do.
And I just felt
Could
inside.
tell.
And then she called literally 5 minutes after she left, and she was like, I really need them all longer, fuller, more cat eye. And so, like, I had to come in the next day and, like, do a completely different set than she asked for.
Oh my god.
And I was like, what the fuck? But then I was also like, wow, I have not been a service provider in so long. Like, I needed somebody to humble my ass.
Yeah. I mean, that's super smart though, and it makes a lot of sense that like if you've been out of the industry and like I still take clients 2 days a week, so I do still feel like I'm like seeing all the things like the trends and like how clients are being, but that would be hard if you're like not behind the chair anymore and then just going back and be like, "Oh shit, this is a little different."
It is different. I feel like you just don't like understand the struggle or you forget, because to me, I was like, oh, just raise your prices because I was a spoiled little lash artist in Scottsdale where I'm like, I can charge whatever the fuck I want and people would still come in. And I didn't have to like create any type of an experience for the client. I would be playing Real Housewives. I'd be like talking to them, doing whatever I want, wearing whatever I want. So now I have a dress code. I have to wear all black.
Okay. Because you're like an employee.
I'm an employee.
Right. It's not like your booth renting, like you're an employee. So
yeah, no, I'm not even like a commission, like W-9 or whatever it is, 1099.
Yeah, 1099. I'm like,
I'm a
W2.
W2 motherfucker.
W2. Yeah.
I get a paycheck.
That's nice.
I like it.
And I mean, that's the funny thing is that people, especially if you're working for somebody that is doing it the right way and they have the system set up, but there is something really nice that would be nice about just being able to be done at the end of the day and not have to worry about anything else, not have to deal with like clients rebooking or like just be like, when do I come in? What do I do? Okay, cool. Bye.
Oh my God. I'm not even, they don't have my phone number. Like,
yeah, I love that.
Like, I had to call in sick once for the hurricane. I was like, I don't have a car. It flooded. I can't come in. And they were like, oh, don't worry. Like, we'll take care of it. We got you.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't have to do shit. I was like, this is the best.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's like so important, I think, to talk about that. Like, obviously you've been in the industry for a long time. You've like built a business, you have your lash brand, and that you're not like too good to take clients. Still, and I think that's really important for people to see that there's so many different avenues that you can take within the beauty industry. Like, it's not just like everybody becomes a trainer or a product line owner. Like,
right.
And you can just take clients and be an employee and be really happy and successful too.
This reminds me, yesterday I talked to Paul and we were talking about like lash predictions. And one of my lash predictions is that I think people are going to be content with being long-term lash artists.
I agree.
Because sometimes you get into these other fields and you're like, oh, this is what I want. I want to transition. It's like, you don't love that as much. Like, I don't love being a product line owner. I love like selling products, but for other people, it's like weird.
Yeah.
But like the back end of it, like the inventory, the ordering, the customer service.
Oh my God, I bet.
I'm psycho. If you don't like my tweezer that I hand tested and I know it picks up, like, and you email me, I want to rage.
I bet.
And it's like, why? It's so stupid. But I'm just not. I'm more of a technician.
Yeah.
Doesn't
like align anymore.
Yeah. So I think, another thing I wanted to point out with working for somebody else, I'm making the same amount of money. Like, people think that they're going to make more being on their own, but it's like with the amount of hard work you have to put, I don't even have to advertise for myself.
Yeah, that's amazing.
People just get put on my books. So I'm just saying, like, for the amount of money you have to work outside of it, promoting yourself, like cleaning shit, like doing all that. They have a cleaner. I make $50 an hour. I'm literally making what nurses make.
Yeah.
And
that's amazing.
I don't have to like do anything for it.
Yeah. I agree with like your prediction. I think there's so many good coaches now that are teaching people how to have W-2 employees like the correct way. That there's going to be more salons that are opening that are going to have really good, because like when I started, I was a W-2 employee and it was a commission, like kind of hourly and commission thing, but it was just the way it was set up was just fucked up,
Right.
And I feel like that's how it was, and that was kind of just how it was 8 years ago in the industry. And now I think people are taking better care and understanding how W-2 employees work and actually paying them a livable wage too, and making sure that their stuff's all set up. that I think we're going to see a lot of people that are going to go back to being even a W-2 employee. Like,
Yeah. Well, and honestly, the lash industry is still so young. We say that
yeah,
all the time. So it's going to evolve quite a bit. But I really believe that owning salons, lash salons, it's so new that
yeah,
everyone's just kind of learning what works. And now that we're figuring it out, I think people will understand the benefits of being an employee
yeah.
sometimes outweighs the risk of working for yourself
It's
or
true.
the work of it. Like,
Yeah.
I absolutely loved not taking that phone call from that chick who wanted her lashes
Oh my
different.
God. Yeah.
You know?
That is nice.
My boss called me and she's like, "I'm so sorry. Like, can you come back in?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm so happy I didn't have to talk
Yeah.
to her."
That is pretty nice, honestly. So what's going on are you merging with Lash Bomb or kind of, because I know you guys have your booth together here at the conference. So what's
Mhm.
kind of going on with that?
So I've been doing their social media,
Mm.
which is hard, by the way, being a social media
Yeah.
worker. But basically, all the stuff that I hate doing, which is like the shipping, receiving, ordering,
Customer
inventory, all that
service.
crap. Yeah.
Mhm.
They're going to be doing it for me. So it's going to be kind
Mm.
of like a drop shipping situation.
Okay.
So if people come to my website and order, it's just going to be sent to them from Lash Bomb.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so all my stuff is going to their warehouse.
Nice.
And then it'll be available on their website as
Mm.
well, so their customers can also order Lash Anarchist, and it's
Yeah,
just
like
gonna
in one
be
order if they want. That's
yeah,
cool.
it's just gonna be a collection that they have, the Lash Anarchist collection. We are also coming out with the DIY lashes,
Oh, okay.
and we'll be doing those as, like, a collab product.
Cool.
Yeah.
What are the DIY lashes? Is it
So, they're like little chunks of lashes that you glue on. I'm actually wearing
Okay,
them
yeah,
right
because I
now.
feel like you've done a couple videos or I've caught, like, some of your lives, you were, like, putting them on, but that's
Yeah.
cool. So you've been,
Yeah.
like, kinda testing them out?
Oh, yeah. I'm obsessed.
Cool. They
I
look
l
great.
They
Like,
look really
I
good.
literally they look like extensions.
They
But
do,
yeah,
right?
those
Thank
are
you.
awesome.
No, I love them because you can just wear them for, like I wear them, like, 5 days at the
Okay.
most, and then I get sick of them. But I love styling myself,
Yes.
and I'm really excited to market them because, honestly, the one thing that I truly love about lashes is styling.
Yes, same.
And so I wanna teach even, like, direct to consumer, like, people how to style their lashes, but also I think it eventually like, I think it's too early right now. I know Lashbox LA sells the DIYs too, and
Okay.
they have kind of promoted this, but offering it as a service, like, putting it on, scheduling a half
And showing
hour.
them, like, how to style and what would look
Mhm.
good for their eyes, that's so smart.
Yeah, because some
Yeah.
people don't wanna put them on either, but it's kinda like a lash lift, but it would really only take a half-hour appointment.
Yeah.
So for people that wouldn't be your client in the first place, you can do
Mm.
these, temporary lashes or whatever.
I love that, and I just think of, like, so many lash artists that are like, "I want lashes, but I don't get them because, like, it takes so much
Mhm.
time," or whatever. Maybe they're allergic too. But I
Yeah.
do that too all the time. I'm like, "Ooh, I wanna do, like, this kinda style on my eye or, like, add some texture here," and I'm like, "I wish I could lash myself." But
Seriously.
that's really cool. So when did those come out?
So those are gonna come out I would give it a few months. They're in the works. We wanted to get them before LashCon,
Right,
obviously, but, like,
right.
that just didn't happen.
Mhm. Hey, it's so many things. Well, did all your, merch get here? You said was delayed?
No.
Oh, no.
No. So weather's really been fucking me up the butt this year.
Yeah.
But that's kind of why the DIYs didn't happen too, because hurricanes.
Right.
And then right now there's apparently a typhoon in the ocean, and every one of our like my keychains, my pop sockets, and then we also had some different legs for the display.
Yeah.
They all got rerouted around this
Oh,
typhoon.
shit.
So
Yeah, your guys' booth looks awesome.
thank
Yeah,
you.
I love the legs and the different colors. It's so freaking cute.
I was so stoked. Like my dream job is legitimately just giving people ideas and then them executing it. And
Love that.
that was my job this year. They were like, "What ideas do you have for the booth?" So I had ideas. I sent them pictures. I drew it all out, and then Anne was like, "I'll put it together. I'll figure it out." I was like,
That's
"This is the
awesome.
best."
I feel like you totally could do that, like, especially with how many, like, trade shows and stuff are coming out, you could just, like, design booths and stuff for people.
Oh my god,
You, like, totally should.
that I could just make my own job.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
That would be fun because, yeah, I know, like, I don't know. This was my first year having a booth, and I was like, I'm keeping it simple and stuff. But there's so many little things that even for next year, I'm like, okay, I want to like change this or I want to like adjust certain things because
Mhm.
just to make it all more efficient. And like,
Yeah.
I mean, you see people who've been here for a while and stuff too, and they've been doing trade shows. Their booths are like your guys is like, it's so unique and cool and obviously stands out. So I think that's really fun.
Yeah, I'm this was kind of my first like I had a booth last year for me, but it was very simple. So I guess this is my second booth design. But I definitely need to work on functionality because I'm like style over function every day.
Right.
But that doesn't really work at a trade show.
Right. I know the functionality is hard where I'm like, oh, we've been like, oh, let's move this because it's like grabbing the shirts and everything, like grabbing from there. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Need to figure that out. But
it's a little hard. Yeah. Same with my tweezers. I'm like, we're just like digging through like boxes of tweezers trying to find the right one. And it's just wild. But
oh my gosh.
we'll figure it out.
Yes. Well, that's awesome. So we can't end the episode without talking about some Love is Blind because the reunion, like I feel like we need to talk about
I'm not caught up on the reunion. So
wait, the reunion hasn't came out yet? I haven't watched the reunion. I'm caught up on the last episode. Are you? Like with the weddings?
No, I didn't. I haven't watched the weddings, but I need you to just tell me because here's the thing. It is getting really fucking boring. I don't care about Milton and
Lydia.
Yeah. Like that's fake. They're just being on TV at this point.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to know what they said?
Yes.
Okay, so Milton and Lydia said yes, which I was shocked.
What?
I thought my prediction was that Milton was going to say no.
That's what I thought.
Because the last episode where they were like having that weird date dinner and then he was like, you're really emotional. And she was like, you have no emotions.
And he was just eating.
Yes, it was
so
just
like, she's like professing her love to him. Like it's like a novella, like a soap opera. And he's just eating.
Yeah. So awkward. I literally thought that they were not. I didn't think I was like, none of the couples, like no one's getting married this season. So I'm wondering if they're like, thought that too, and they're like, please, someone, you guys need to say yes. We need one.
Yeah, they're like, we don't have to sign the paperwork, just say yes.
Right, just say yes. And then what was this? Stacy and what's his fucking name?
Izzy, yeah.
Stacy said no. Izzy said yes, Stacy said no, which I predicted that. I thought Stacy was gonna be the one who said no, but
I can see that.
Well, she said she was like, we need more time and I love you. Like it was almost like she wanted to be like, not right now. So, but it kept it open-ended. Like, I don't know if they're still dating or what that's going to be like.
Oh my God. I can't wait to see this reunion.
I know.
So did you hear that there were other couples filmed?
2 other couples.
Yes.
Yes.
And one of them is suing them now for like wrongful imprisonment.
Yeah. And there's like an essay allegation too.
Yes.
Yeah. Cause what was it? What was that girl's name? Oh my gosh. She was like in a couple.
The blonde
girl.
She's
with
so
the other
cute.
Carter, I think.
The bald guy with the beard.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking her name.
No, I'm so bad at
Renee?
names. I
don't know.
I follow her.
She was in like a couple clips, but they like edited her pretty much out. So yeah, them and he apparently brought a girl to the apartment or something, and that's why they broke up. And but they got all the way to the altar, and then the other 2 they didn't show at all, like on the season, so you didn't see a like peep of them. So that's kind of crazy. But last year they had the allegations of like they gave us no food.
Yeah, they like starved them.
Like we just got fed alcohol, which that's been really obvious. I feel like the last couple seasons they're all fucking wasted.
Yeah. Well, and then did you see that Wednesday lashed that girl Taylor?
I literally was just asking her about it. She was like, I just slid into her DMs. I'm like, damn,
that's so cool. But she was saying that basically she the guy she was with that told her makeup was caked up.
Yeah.
JP was telling her that she didn't really know him because he was drunk the whole time. He was like, you know, drunk me. You don't know real me.
So like when he was in the pods, he was just wasted.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, first of all, I have a drunk voice. I feel like everyone would know I was wasted.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
How I wouldn't have guessed with him that he was like drunk at all during it.
I was kind of surprised by that pairing anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
They must have had some better talks off camera because I was like, that guy is fucking boring. You're gorgeous.
Yes.
And funny. And he was none of those things.
No.
Not funny, not silly. She's definitely like a silly girl. Like,
yeah.
And I don't know. And beautiful.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, the whole like makeup thing too. Like I was just like, ugh. Like when he started saying that, and then I'm not gonna lie, the freaking American flags. I saw this really funny TikTok that was like, I saw JP at the gas station today, and it's just an American flag waving in the wind, and I was like, that's so fucking funny.
I saw somebody making fun of it, and the guy, like, they were like doing the conversation between the 2 of them in the bed, where he was like, "Oh, I saw you wearing too much makeup or whatever." But every time it came, the camera came back.
Oh, he had like more
American flag Merch.
I saw that, and at the end, it's like his whole face. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I'm like, this guy should be, I guess, sponsored by America. Like, god damn.
Literally. I know. So the other girl, I forget her name, the blonde one though, her and Taylor were like friends and they were silly and funny together. But they have she posted one TikTok and it's of her and Taylor and it was like just of them sitting there, but it was like just thinking about where our boyfriends were on January 6th.
I mean, valid question.
Oh my god. No, but she's a funny follow. But I was gonna say, you should watch Love is Blind Japan if you haven't
What?
yet. Yeah.
I didn't even know that was the thing.
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
And I just saw it the other day and I started watching it and it is in Japanese, obviously.
Yeah.
So you subtitle it. But it's actually like really fucking sweet. And it reminds me of the first season where people were actually like there for this weird opportunity or whatever. And I'm loving it.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Are you watching The Bachelor?
I was literally just gonna ask that.
I have not watched it in many seasons.
Me
And the
either.
Golden Bachelor, I was like, okay, I might. But I haven't started it yet because I don't know. I just haven't. I've been like got so over it. Like, I can't remember the last season I watched. Maybe Colton or Hannah Brown or one of them, and then I was just over it after that. But
yeah, I haven't been loving it either. I'm even sad that I don't know like the Bachelor in Paradise people.
I know
anymore.
that was my favorite one, and my sister still keeps up on it. She's like, "Are you watching?" I'm like, "No, I don't know anybody."
Yeah,
like it doesn't work.
That was the only one I could get my husband to watch with me. He loved it.
Oh my god!
So yes, I watched the first episode and I cried. I laughed. I was like, I am so fucking invested in this man finding happiness. He's so sweet. I saw another funny TikTok where this guy got on there. He's like, I've been watching The Golden Bachelor and you expect him to go a completely different way. And he's like, man, you need to just quit right now. I'm so worried for how sad you're going to be in just like a few weeks. Because you see him like crying and he's a widower.
Yeah.
And at one point he's like sitting on these stairs and he's crying and he's like, this is the hardest thing I've been through besides my wife dying. And I'm like,
shut up my freaking heart. See, and that's where I think it'd be really wholesome and like cute to watch. So I need to like start watching it.
No, it is because the women are older. Like they're not interested in being bitches to each
or
other.
on fucking influencer or anything. They're like not trying to get the sugar bear hair ad deals or whatever they all sell.
Yeah.
Today.
I've seen a couple of like TikTok daughters posting about their mom, but not the actual moms. But the women are so sweet and they're like making genuine friendships with each other and it's cute. And I don't know. I think I heard that he found his love and he went through with it. At one point he's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But
I can imagine. There were some clips where it was like they were trying to have him say like, what is catfish? Like, what does catfish mean? And then he was like, I think when you just are like trolling someone along. Or it was so funny. It's like watching your grandpa date. Like, it's just hilarious. So I definitely need to like tune into that because I think that'd be funny. But the only other shows I really, lately at least, I've been watching, I'm like obsessed with 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
And my sister, she just like went on this European vacation. And she met this boy, well, he's a man, in Croatia, and they've been talking. He's coming to visit her in December. I'm like, I am signing you up for 90 Day Fiance. I was like, either I'm going to be the really crazy sister so I can get a lot of screen time, or I'm going to be the really like nice, like supportive sister. And I was like, but no, in the back, I always support you. But it was so funny though, because she was like, what? No, because she doesn't like, she's like so just like not social media, like anything. And so I was like, no, we're filming you. Like we're signing this up if it works out.
It's going to be a great opportunity for us.
Yes.
I felt the same way when I found out about this Bachelor coming out. I was like, why did nobody notify me? My mother is 63 and single and gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, maybe she could be the Golden Bachelorette.
Oh my god,
we should freaking
fucking.
How do you like apply? Like, you should look into it.
I don't know. Usually they choose somebody from the season,
but I think they take applications too. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm gonna apply for
Get your mom on the Bachelorette. Could you imagine?
I told her about it, and Anne was like, "No more men for your mom." And I was like, first of all, this isn't for my mom. This is
so
for me.
Fun. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she'd have a great time. She'd go on these fun dates and like see how like meet all these handsome guys. She doesn't have to marry one at the end,
right? Like
be with them.
You can you just get engaged. Like,
Yeah.
call that shit off.
Right. Anytime.
But also, like, wouldn't it be cool if my mom found somebody who was, like,
Yeah.
not a scumbag? That would be fucking rad.
I think you definitely need to figure out how to get her, like, applied.
Mhm.
That'll be hilarious. That'd
Yeah,
be
I'm gonna
so
try
good.
and figure that out because I think that it would work.
Yeah, I think so too. I think she would have such a good time. She'd be a great, like, bachelorette too. Oh,
I
I
think
would definitely
so.
start watching again.
Yeah. He also the bachelor, this one, I forget his name. Gary.
Yeah.
He, like, kisses girls on the first day.
What?
And it's, like, not disgusting to me. Like, I
Aw.
usually hate that, but,
Yeah.
like, with them, it seems so, like, genuine.
And,
Like,
like,
it's
so
so
sweet.
cute.
Yeah.
And they're not, like, weird tongue
Yeah. They're, like,
people.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need to see your tongue
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna need some decompressing time after the Lash conference, so
Yeah.
I'll start watching that. That'll be so
I
good.
think by then you might even have 3 episodes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll need to binge. I'll need a day where I just sit in my room and binge.
Yeah.
That'll be
It's
awesome.
cute. How much time do we have here?
We're good. We can wrap up whenever. Yeah, I was just about to wrap it up. So, you can just let people know where they can find you. I'll have it
Okay.
all linked in the show notes as well. But let people know where they can find you. And thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. We need to talk more later.
I know.
So you can find me at Lash Anarchist on Instagram, TikTok, fucking Twitter, X,
All the places.
all the
Twitter, X.
places, YouTube, and then lashanarchist.com. Soon will also be available on lashbomb.com.
Perfect.
But yeah, and then I have a podcast too that I'm very inconsistent with. I wanted to talk to you about that actually. It's the Lash Anarchist podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
So, find me.
Awesome. We'll have it all linked. And thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye, Allie.
Bye.